As you get older in life, you get smarter. You get more life experience, and you're able to like look back on your life and see the things you did right and also see the mistakes that you did wrong. And that's what's happening to me. I'm 46. I'm going to be 47 soon, but I've learned a lot in life. Okay. And I'm going to tell you my biggest regrets, and I'm going to tell you what I'm going to be doing moving forward in my life to correct all of these regrets and mistakes. Okay. So, this is the thing. I've learned that you have to separate in life, okay, what is a good investment and what is a bad investment. Now, I'm not telling you to do anything. Let me reiterate, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. Everything is subject to my opinion for entertainment purposes only, okay? So this is just how I feel. You could feel however you want to feel. This is subject to my opinion for entertainment purposes only. Okay, so what I feel, bottom line, is the best investment is when you're purchasing real estate that has cash flow, that has passive income every month coming in. We could sit back and argue all day, whatever that is, multifamily, strip malls, whatever the case may be. But as long as you have real estate that is bringing in passive income every month, to me, hands down, is the greatest investment of all time. That's it. Bottom line, the best of the best of the best. Okay, now, here's the way I see it. That should be basically your focus of life. That's it. That should be your focus of life, to first focus your life on building up a huge cash flow, huge passive income every month, and to always keep building it, like never stop building it. Spend your whole entire life building it. Okay, I'm in the process of starting this process now. Okay, now, anything else now that you want to put money in, you should only use your passive income, the money that your cash flow coming in, to put money, like for instance, risky things, stocks, for instance, okay? Like I'll give you an example. So I'll talk about some of my dumbass decisions and how I'm never going to do it again. So I decided, a lot of people did. There was 10 million investors worldwide that were in AMC. I decided back in 2021 to put well over $250,000 in AMC. I believed in it. I believed in my retail family. I believed we were going to have the MOAs. I believed we were going to beat the hedge funds. That turned out to be a major, major mistake. But now here's the thing. What made it even worse, right, is that I took money that was like, at the time, it was all on my liquidity. And this wasn't money that was coming in terms of monthly cash flow, monthly passive income. I didn't have that. I have my income that I have. That has nothing to do with real estate. I worked in sales for 20 years. That's a whole different conversation. I do have an income, okay, but that's not from real estate. But anyway, I put money, $250,000 at the time, which probably turned into a lot more because I added to it. But it was money that was from my liquidity. Okay, so when I lost that, well, that's on paper. It's paper loss, okay? But when that started to fall like a mother effer down to the bottom of the ocean, Luca Brasi style, it's not like I had more money coming in from real estate. You sort of try to say that could compensate. It's not like I had let me give you an example. Let's say you have like 10 or more, whatever the case may be, multifamily properties. And let's just say that each property, depending on the size of it, of course, how many units there are, of course. But let's just, for example, we're just talking for example, each multifamily asset is bringing in $25,000 a month in passive income. So you have 10 of them, right? So that's $250,000 a month. So if I would have used that passive income, like in other words, I wanted to take a risk, okay? And I used that $250,000 to put it into, say, AMC. It turned into crap. It turned into dog shit. It doesn't matter because next month I get another $250,000 from all my real estate properties. You see, so that's what's called the smart investor. There's nothing wrong with taking risks. And this, by the way, I feel this applies with luxury trophy assets too. Whenever you're buying something that is not bringing in money, you follow me, like a car, a private residence, a house that you're living in. Follow me? That's not, you're not renting it. It's just you're living in it. A plane, jewelry, anything, vacations. You should be using passive income. You should be using money that you know you're going to get every month. Like, perfect example, once again, if you have 10 multifamily properties, it's bringing in $250,000 a month. Each property, I have 10 of them. Each one's doing $25,000 a month of passive income. I go to my wife, I'm like, honey, I want to buy a Mercedes. I'm going to spend 100 and whatever it is, 125,000 on the car. That's smart. And I'll tell you the reason why. Buying that car in terms of an investment is very idiotic. It's stupid. It's the worst investment. You drive it off the lot, you lose value. Wear and tear, you lose value. It's a completely downfall investment. It is an investment. Okay, people say, oh, the car's not an investment. It's an investment. When you're spending big bucks like that, yeah, it's an investment. But here's the thing. If you know it's something you can afford, if you know you're like, look, I got $250K coming in every month. I'm going to take $125K. I'm going to splurge. I'm going to pamper myself. I'm going to buy a trophy asset. That's smart. I see a lot of people in life who don't do this. I see a lot of people like they only have $125,000 to their name. That's it. And they put, I've seen a lot of people do this, and they put all of their money into these cars. You know what I mean? Like, I had this guy, just to give you an example, this Russian friend of mine, his name was Alex in Brooklyn. He had it was like a BMW 7 Series. I think it was like almost $100,000. Brand new, friggin' beautiful at the car. But the guy lives in this 600 square foot tiny apartment in Brighton Beach where he's so proud that he has an ocean view. He's like, Rich, look, out the window, ocean view, all good, all good. But you see, this is the mentality a lot of people have. So they'll take all their liquidity, they'll put it into a luxury car, and then they're broke, right? Or in some cases, they're paying large monthly payments because they're financing it, insurance, all this other shit, and they're broke. In other words, what I'm saying, I don't feel a person deserves that asset. That's it, if you don't have passive income. So basically, once you have passive income, life gets very easy because now you don't care anymore. It's like, I can't explain it. You have this very free attitude where, hey, you know what? I want to go buy a Rolex for $15,000. Why not? Got $250,000 a month coming in. Go buy a Rolex, right? I want to buy a Mercedes. Why not? Because you have this passive income coming in. I want to buy a boat for $75,000. Why not? So now all of these things, which would normally be terrible investments, become okay to do because they're like trophies. They're something that you could afford to do. You could afford that luxury. You could afford to enjoy life and do whatever you want to do. But I feel like people have no business, this is just my opinion, getting any of these non-income producing assets, depreciating assets, unless they have passive income first. So that's where I'm going in my life. Obtain passive income, large cash flow, build that up, and then whatever I want to do, so be it. Because a restaurant is a big risk. We know this. Even if ultimately you own the real estate. Look, even if you buy the lot and you own the real estate, if you're building a restaurant, because this is something I'd like to do in my life, like 90% of the restaurants go out of business in the first year. It's crazy. That's a big risk. But again, if you have the passive income coming in every month and you could afford to take that risk, so be it. So if you follow this simple guideline in life, make the priority to obtain real estate assets that produce a monthly income, that produce a cash flow, passive income every month. That's your main priority. Build that up, build that up, build that up. It doesn't matter now what you do. You want to buy a Rolex, use the passive income. Because again, these are bad investments. I mean, okay, I understand Rolex holds its value, but it still goes down in value. You want to buy a brand new car? Use passive income. You want to buy a boat? Use passive income. You want to take a risky investment, whether it be stocks, whether it be a new restaurant, whatever the case may be, use passive income. And then I feel you'll never lose in life. I feel that you could do anything you want, no limitations, own anything you want, own all the trophy assets in the world, even try to take risks. Hey, but once in a while, maybe your risk will win. You know what I mean? It's not like your risks are always going to fail, but you have to take it into consideration that they could fail. That's it. And you have to have a backup plan. And a backup plan is real estate that has cash flow and a solid passive income every month. So anyway, V for victory. That's the new thinking process of the Apefather moving forward. This video is not financial advice. I am not a financial planner, but I am the greatest entertainer who's ever lived on planet Earth and the entire universe. The one, the only Apefather in the house, baby. Wow!